everybody, welcome to Tortilla Talk Tuesday. I am just tidying up because there's stuff all over my room. Even if I clean up every single day, somehow an hour later, everything is already a mess again because I have 3 children. I didn't film my day really on Father's Day. I just tried to enjoy the day, but I have a couple of clips from the day, so I'll share that with you here. We had a lovely chill day for Father's Day. Eric wanted to have a beach day, so we spent a lot of time at the beach, and it was so much fun. The kids had a blast. Don't ask why, but Flynn wanted to wear his regular clothes and go into the ocean. It didn't want to wear a bathing suit. So that's what's going on here. But we had a great Father's Day. So Father's Day was lovely, but today it's just going to be a chill vlog. I'm just going to answer your questions on here. I have to go out into my garden. We have to do a little harvesting and checking on the pets, the chickens, and all the things. A typical Colleen vlog. Nothing exciting, but happy to be here. Guys did it to me again. I'm going through questions for Tortilla Talk, and you make me weep all the time. You guys are always making me cry. This comment is on the video where I sang lullabies that I wrote for my kids, and the Queen's Court said, "Your kids will appreciate having these lullabies recorded so much when they have grown up. I wish I had more voice recordings of my mom's voice. Would give anything to hear it again." I choked on myself when I read that. I'm so sorry for your loss. That just breaks my heart, but oh my goodness. I remember, this is not the same, I'm not comparing our situations, but when my grandparents both passed away, I remember years later, I found a home video of them and I heard my grandma's voice in the video, and the way that it hit, it felt like I was punched in the stomach, and it was almost like I had forgotten what her voice sounded like until I heard it again, and then I was like, oh my god, like it was the craziest feeling, and I don't know what it is about that guy. I feel my heart breaks for you and for the loss of your mom, and just the idea of just desperately wanting to hear someone's voice again that you lost. I'm so sorry. Anyway, there were a bunch of really sweet comments about the songs that I wrote for the kids, so thank you. That was very kind. The kids love them. They asked to listen to them all the freaking time, and they sing along, and that makes me cry. The fact that the kids sing along with the songs that I wrote for them when they were in the NICU. What's wrong with me today? Anyway, I have a story about Wesley that I wanted to share with you guys about those songs that I wrote. So when the twins first heard the recorded versions of the songs with like the music, Wesley had a crazy reaction that I wasn't anticipating. They've heard me sing the songs a million times a cappella since they were born, but this was the first time they'd heard the song sung with music behind. And so they really liked them. They were so excited, and they listened to them on repeat as I was putting them to bed that night. And we listened to Wesley's song a few times in a row because they kept asking to listen to it again and again. And then I paused it, and I noticed Wesley looked like he was crying. And I was like, "Wesley, are you okay? Oh no, what happened?" And he said, "I don't like when you say that word. Please don't say that word. It makes me feel sad." And I was like, "What word are you talking about?" And he said, "Evermore, when you say that word, it scares me, I think. I think it makes me sad." And he was crying, and it was like he was crying because he was moved by the music, but he didn't understand what was happening. And it was the coolest, not cool to see my kid cry, it was the coolest human experience to watch my son feel moved by music, but he was too young to understand that that's what he was feeling. Because, you know, like I remember like so many times in my childhood feeling moved by like a key change and not understanding that it was a key change and thinking it was like something magical or like something spiritual. And who knows, maybe it was. There was a lot of times I felt moved and emotional for music, and I thought it was something different than it was, which was music. Music is really powerful. And the sound of certain chord structures can really evoke certain feelings in a person. And it was so cool to see that even in a 3-year-old, music can make you feel so intensely. But he didn't understand what it was, so he just thought it was the word evermore because I sing that word in the song. But when I sing that word, the chords change in the song, and I think it's a really cool, pretty chord progression moment in the song. But for him, he just didn't understand, so he was just crying, and he's like, "I think it scares me. It's sad," because tears he associates with sadness or fear or anger, so he thought it was something negative. But I could tell he was really confused by his own tears, and he was trying to understand what was happening. So, you know, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry that you're feeling that way. I don't need to sing that song anymore. I can just sing it without the music." So then we switched and we listened to Maisie's song, but then later he wanted to hear his song again, and now he loves his song. I think he just felt intensely about hearing those chords at first, and he didn't understand, and now he loves it and he wants to listen to it all the time. But what a cool, crazy, bizarre experience when you're a parent and you get to see human beings just exist naturally and see what, I don't know, I feel I'm doing such a bad job explaining myself right now. I'm not being very articulate. But it's the same thing with like dancing, seeing a kid like can't even talk yet, hear music and feel like they need to move their body. Like music is so powerful. It's so cool. I don't know, I just love it. But I'll show you the chords I'm talking about. So it goes, and when you close your eyes to dream, know you're safe with me from now until forever. That chord. I'll hold you. And then it goes on, but that. Something about that chord progression really just choked him up. You guys, I'm eating lunch with Eric right now, and he's going through the mail, and I just want to show you how cool we are. We're so cool. We have a Beachcombing magazine.
Subscription.
Literally, there was a subscription. But this is from your sea glass hunting days. See, you know what? When I started my rock hunting phase, everyone was like, okay, how long is this phase gonna last? How long is this hyperfixation gonna last? I'm still loving rocks. Eric was the one with the phase. You were viciously obsessed with looking for sea glass.
I was
and now we have
depressed.
Now he just goes, I was clinically depressed. Now he has jars and jars and jars full of sea glass and a prescription to Lexapro. Eric was just telling me about a TikToker he watches who talks about the residuals that this person gets being an actor. So Eric, if you don't know what that is, people might not know. Like Eric is an actor and he gets residuals for the shows that he's on. And sometimes they're great and sometimes they're
not.
No, sometimes it's still great. It's just less great.
It's like when an episode of TV you did, they re-air. They owe you a certain percentage based off of whatever was negotiated by.
Except for Haters Back Off.
SAG. No, I've gotten ones for Haters Back Off.
I haven't.
Retroactively, they made Netflix do something. So let's see what we got today, love.
Okay.
Major Crimes.
Okay.
A TNT show. Mm-hmm. It was the spin-off of...
That's when you fell in the pool?
The Closer. Yeah, where I was set on fire and thrown in a pool. Mm-hmm. Show that right here.
Don't make me do that.
And it's for $16.64.
That's pretty good. For a show you did that long ago?
Major Crimes.
How long ago was that? 10 years?
I don't know if it was 10.
8? 7?
7 maybe. See what we got next, love. Vampire Diaries.
Nice.
The episode entitled Crying Wolf.
Okay.
$88.70.
Oh my God.
We're rich.
That's pretty good. That show was a long time
They're
ago.
usually way more disappointing. They're usually
a quarter. I've gotten some from Nickelodeon. So I was on an episode of Victorious for 0.1 second. I've gotten ones for literally 2 cents. Yeah. That's
usually what they are. This is $88. That's a big one. Here we go. Next. Syndication, Criminal Minds, The Crimson King, $3.67.
Nice.
Thank you, Criminal Minds.
Thank you, Criminal Minds.
And
you bought this can of soda.
And that's what those are my residuals for the day.
Cheers.
It's a fun segment.
Yeah, you should do it more often in the vlog.
Okay.
Tell us in the comments if you want Eric to do the residual, what should we call it? The residual room.
Eric's Corner.
Eric's residual
residuals.
Air residuals.
It's in there, sir, somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Also name it for us. Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and start answering some questions. I have a busy night tonight, so I don't know that I'll be able to answer them later tonight, so I'm gonna do it now and throughout the day. Twipster said, what's the latest on the Sentry plant? Did I miss it? So I do updates once a week on my Instagram, so make sure to go there for the latest updates, but I'll give you an update today. I'm a little nervous to go out there because I have seen in the security cameras a skunk that is out during the day. I need to call animal control today because I'm a little worried about it, but I'm also worried about calling animal control and them taking the skunk away or something. I don't know, I'm nervous because I don't want the skunk to get hurt. But in the security cam footage, I've been seeing this skunk and it looks I've looked up what rabies looks like. It doesn't look like that. It just looks like sick or something. And since I think there's a sick skunk. I'm worried if it's like walking around that it will spray because it won't have it. It'll feel like it doesn't have anything else it could do if it's like scared. So let me check the security camera, make sure it's not out there. Okay, nothing out there right now. And the last time there was something out there was at 6 in the morning and it was a crow. So I think I'm safe to go show you the Sentry plant. Okay, here we go. We have a beautiful Sentry plant. It is really blossoming. It's really growing. It's so freaking tall. Should I do another update on how tall it is compared to me? That was a lot of editing, actually. If I'm trying to do a tortilla talk and not a lot of it. I thought it was a skunk. It wasn't. It was a lizard. By the way, right now what I'm doing is I have a cobweb thingy right here. And I use this because every single night, tons of spiders make cobwebs across the Sentry plants. And they're getting so big that they're all like starting to connect. Look. So this is the Sentry plant. It is so freaking tall. But they're starting to like grow and almost touch. And over here, I have to keep trimming them because it's getting so big that like you can't even walk through in the path. But it's super, super freaking tall. Oh my God, just saw the skunk. Oh my God, there's a skunk right there. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, that was a skunk. The second I turn off the camera, I'm shaking. But I also kind of want to show it to you. But I also don't want it to spray me. What do I do? Because I really want to show you. There's a skunk right there. And also maybe I can see if it's sick, but I also don't want it to spray me. I'm actually terrified. My heart's pounding. I was walking over to the other side of this agave plant area so that I could try to do see how tall I am compared to the agave plant to see if it's grown since the last time I did it. I wasn't gonna do all the measuring and all the editing. I just wanted to see how much taller it looked from the last time I stood over here. I can't breathe. And as I walked over there, I heard something in the bushes, and when I looked, I saw black and white fur probably 5 feet from me. My heart is pounding. Do you think it will spray me if I just go slowly over in that direction but don't like, oh, I'm nervous because like I want to see if it's okay. I want to check on it. Oh, what if it sprays me? I shouldn't, but I kind of want to. I've like grown attachment to these animals, you guys. I watch them in security cameras every single day. Like I love this little thing. I've never seen him in person. Should I try to show you? I'm nervous. Okay, maybe, you know what? I'll do it. Oh wait, I should not do this. This is such a bad idea. I'll do it. Will it be worth it to get sprayed if I get sprayed on camera? No. The answer is actually no. Like it will not be worth it. But I do kind of want to go check it out. I feel like they hear me out here every day talking, so it shouldn't be any different than what they usually hear. Oh, it's a lizard. God, every time I see anything. Now oh my God, I'm stressed. Okay,
if you get sprayed by a skunk,
I got backup now.
I'm leaving.
You're gonna get sprayed.
I'm not going first.
Yes, you are. A bee. See, that's the problem. If a bee flies by when we're near the skunk, I will make a sudden movement. But if we just go slow and calm and quiet, I think we'll be okay. I just want to see if he's okay, and I also would like to know if like that's where its nest is, because then when I call animal control or whatever, I can tell them where it is. Because I see them walking around, but I don't know where their nest is, you know? So if that's where it is, I can be like, this is where it is. Can you check on him to make sure he's okay? Eric's so nervous.
I don't want to get sprayed with the spider.
We're not. We'll just go quiet.
I'm not like seeking out.
Yeah, we're not. They're not going to spray you unless they're scared or if you're threatening them. But I heard it in this bush over here. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I'm going to point the camera this direction so in case I see it, you guys see it. Oh my God, do I hear it? Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh, I definitely see it. I 100% see it, and it's moving, and it's moving, and it's on the move, and it's going, and it's moving.
Where?
It's walking this way, so let's get out of here. Oh my God, run for your life.
Care Network. It sounds like it's sick, and nature needs to do its thing, but also you don't want it to spray, and it could be rescued if we can locate it. If someone knows, like if you said like it's right there.
I will trust you guys if you think you should come and check it out, or if you think we should just try to leave it alone and let it do its course. Well, I'll do whatever you guys recommend.
Well, you know what? I'm going to ask an expert. Can you give me your phone number and I can call you back?
Of course. Oh my gosh, this day is taking a turn. So I just called the animal wildlife place. They let me know that they're going to call me back. So I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I just want to do whatever's best for that little skunky skunk. So we'll see what happens. But I'll answer some other questions in the meantime. Fun with Friends said, I remember distinctly when you told the story about the guy on the plane for the first time. This is in reference to the one of a recent vlog I did where I talked about how the kids have their own special words for things and how there comes a day where they stop saying their special little words and it's like heartbreaking. And so many of you commented special little cute words that you said or your kids said or grandkids said that were special to you and your family, and I love reading them also. I'm gonna read a bunch of them today, but Fun with Friends said, my all-time favorite word that your kids would say is Flynn's word for water. I'm not even going to try to spell it. This made me laugh. Oh wait, the wildlife place is calling me back. Hold on.
I can try to get somebody out there today to rescue it.
Okay.
Hopefully he could find it in the corner and just I know this person got another skunk this morning, so
Okay.
maybe they can just get this one and bring it in, and we'll take care of it. So
Okay.
we'll try for that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, take care.
Bye. Okay, so it looks like they're going to try to send someone out to rescue that skunky skunk. So what an event. What an eventful day. But that comment made me laugh because I, back in my merchandise days, had merch, and I just went and dug this out of my garage, but this is a Creative Juices tumbler. I used to sell these. I think I only have like maybe 10 of them left. Only brand new ones. But I made these when Flynn was little, and he used to say blah, 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 for water. And no matter how hard we tried to say, this is before that guy, this man that I met was like, don't ever correct your kids when they say words wrong. They'll stop doing it one day and you'll miss it. Before I was told that, we would try to help Flynn say water, not in a you're not saying it right kind of way, but just like water. And he would say wa, and he could say ter, but when we'd say water, he'd go blah, 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 blah. So I had these tumblers, it says Creative Juices on it, and on the bottom it says hydrate, create, procrastinate, repeat, contains blah, 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 water. Okay, so that's what it says down at the bottom here. That's how we ended up spelling blah, 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 blah. And we went back and forth on that for so long, trying to figure out how to spell blah, 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 blah. Like, we were like, should be spelled like this, should be spelled like, I just remember struggling so hard to spell that. But that's what we came up with. I don't know if that would be the correct way, but I just opened a new tumbler, so now I have a new one. Fun stuff. Okay, you know what? Today is getting intense and stressful, so I'm gonna spend some time with my chicks while we answer the rest of your questions. Ow, they're pecking at me already. They're like, girl, let me out. I want out to play. So I've had to put this towel on me when I come out to be with them now because they immediately jump up on me and start pooping everywhere. And I was sick of having to change my clothes. But I'm gonna answer the rest of the questions here, and then maybe I'll finish this vlog in the next vlog because this skunk thing is like stressing me out, and the idea of trying to like vlog the rest of my day, I just feel like this vlog's already gonna be so long. So I'm just gonna answer some more questions, and if they come to rescue the skunk while I'm answering questions, you guys will see it. And if you don't see it in this vlog, you'll see it in the next one. Hi guys. Oh, see? Immediate. Oh, okay. Radiohead and Pickles. They're like, I mean, these chickens are very friendly. Leo said, Tortilla question, if you had to pick a Miranda of the chickens, who would it be? Example, Radiohead would probably be Miranda for the chicks. What about the big girls? Oh man, that's a tough one. Of the baby chicks, it's definitely Radiohead. I think of my big chicks, probably Stormy, because Stormy is just kind of rude and like kind of annoying, like, and I love Stormy, but like she was a bad mom too. Like when I got these chicks, because Stormy was broody, and I tried to have Stormy lay on them, and she was like, ew, gross, what are these gross little babies? Like she was disgusted by them. Yeah, it would probably be Stormy. Okay, next question. Shannon said, with everything that's gone on in LA in the last few years, just wondering if it makes you that much more certain in your decision to move away. Do you ever miss it? Had you never had kids, do you think you would have stayed there longer? If I'd never had kids, yes, I would have stayed in LA. Oh, wildlife, hold on. Oh my God, they're on their way. This is eventful. What a stressful day. Okay, what was the question? With everything going on in LA the last few years, just wondering if it makes you that much more certain in your decision to move away. Yes, it does make us more certain. Eric and I have talked a lot about it. Everything going on in LA right now is so scary. We didn't move that far away from LA. Like, we're still pretty close to LA, but we're not in the heart of LA anymore. Whereas when we lived there, when all the fires happened recently in Los Angeles, our neighborhood was evacuated and very close to fires. And when there have been protests or riots or scary things that have happened in the past, like, our home was close to those things. So it's nice to be a little bit further away just for safety reasons, but at the same time, like, there's a part of us that, you know, LA's a home to us. That's our home, and it's where all of our friends are, and we want to be there, like, in the streets protesting with our friends and be part of that. But also, you know, we're grateful that we're a little bit further to keep our kids safe. But yes, we're very glad that we moved out of LA for our children. Not that you can't raise kids in LA. A lot of people raise kids in LA and love it, and it's awesome, and we could totally do that. But just for us, we wanted to be closer to family and have a little bit of a slower, simpler lifestyle. Obviously, it's been really good for us because of how much time we spend at the beach and how big of an impact that's had on our lives and our kids' lives. Yes, LA is near the beach, but it's not the same kind of beach. And where we lived, it was like an hour in traffic to get to the beach, even though the beach wasn't that far away. So yes, we're glad we moved, but we do miss it, and we talk about it all the time. We talk about, like, should we move back? Like, we go back and forth a lot, especially since we're in the talks of moving right now. So, like, we're like, should we move back? I don't know. If we didn't have kids, yes, we'd be there, but we do have kids, so we're not. I have to answer these questions quickly because this guy is going to be at my house in a minute to try to catch a freaking and Skunk. Den7 said, just curious, do other parents actually know who you are? And I think this question was asked because I was at Flynn's graduation. And this question haunts me to my core. I don't know why, because I have no issue talking to you guys, thousands of people every day for the last 2 decades of my life, crying, talking about my most intimate, deepest, darkest details of my life. No issue. In fact, I'm the most comfortable talking to the camera, talking to you guys. More comfortable than like some family, more comfortable than some of my friends, which, you know, is something I should talk about more in therapy probably. But the idea that some of the moms at my kids' school would know who I am or have seen my videos, I get so embarrassed. I don't know. No one has indicated that they know who I am. I'm haunted by that. I was thinking about it this morning actually because we had a play date over the weekend with some of Flynn's friends, and I love all the moms and I spend a lot of time chatting with the moms, and I have no idea if they know who I am, but it really haunts me. Like it's like my worst fear that like they'll Google my name. I don't know why. I think I just am, I'm just a mom at school, and I'm just a mom picking up my kids, and I'm bringing a fruit salad to potlucks, and the idea that someone could Google me and see Miranda's face and be like, what is this person, is really embarrassing to me. So I hope not, but I don't know. It's a big fear of mine. I wanted to read some more of your comments of the cute words that your kids used to say or that you used to say growing up, but I have to go get ready for this guy to come to my house and potentially catch a skunk. So I need to go, but oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna film, obviously, because I'm just gonna try to stay out of this guy's way, but I'll maybe let you know how it goes. I don't know. Oh my God. Hello. Here's an update on the skunk. Very lovely man came who caught a skunk this morning and was on the lookout for my friend Skunk, and he said it sounds like he's sick and he needs help. So he went looking, couldn't find him anywhere. He looked for a while, and he said if you see him again, just keep an eye on him and call me and I'll come get him and get him the help that he needs, or her, we don't know. So that's the current plan. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the monitors, on the security cameras, and keep peeking outside. If I see our little friend again, I'll make sure to get the skunk the help that it needs, because I think it might be sick. That being said, let's read some of the last little comments and I'm gonna call it a day. So these are just some of the comments I got about the different cute words and phrases that you guys used to say or your kids used to say. So Danielle said, my kiddo says nice-adore for dinosaur, and I will cry the day she says dinosaur. I know, it's so sad. I remember the day that Wesley stopped saying honk for heart, and it was very, very sad. Nancy said, write all those precious things in a journal, and I do have a note on my phone, and I actually really wanna make a book of all the different words that they say so that when they grow up, they can read through the book of all the different cute words that they say, almost like a dictionary of my kids, like the Stockland dictionary of all their cute words. So I'm keeping a notes app open. In fact, I wrote one down in it today, and it was something Wesley says. If he's sad or if he gets an ouchie or whatever, if, you know, I give him kisses or if it's a little bit, yeah? I'm downstairs. Instead of saying, that makes me feel better, he'll say, that feels me all better. It's so cute. He'll be like, Mama, when you hugged me, it feels me all better. And I think that's so cute. Yeah? Can I have a hug? Irika said, my absolute favorite thing Flynn used to say was present to you instead of present for you. To this day, anytime I give my dog treats, I say in a singing songy way, I have a present to you. It brings me so much joy. I love that. We say that too still. You hear some rustling around over here. Maisie's going through some rocks. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to read comments with the twins in here, but Erica said, my husband and I have a shared note on our phones that we list the funny things our kids say. They also write down when it was and memories they don't want to forget. Yeah? That's a very cool rock.
Want this one, Mom?
Sure, thank you.
It's really big.
It is very big. My son is about to turn 6.
It's my beautiful one.
My son is about to turn 6, and my twin girls are 2, and I love going through the note to see things he said when he was their age. If we didn't write it down, I would never remember. Same. If I didn't write it down, I would never remember. So that's why I have a note in my phone too. What's that? Okay. So as you can see, I don't know how long this is going to last. Maisie's singing the song that I wrote for Wesley.
When you close your eyes, ta-da! Ta-da! From now
Leonie said, my son, now 11, said gargoo for garbage truck, keyco for thank you, key for cheese, pancake for pancake, pepper back key for pepper jack cheese, his favorite. I sure miss his little voice and wish I made more recordings of him. I have quite a few, but sure wish I was a vlogger like you. Pictures are wonderful, but videos are the holy grail. In the moment I feel so silly filming little clips of him. They seem so insignificant, but then I look back on them years later and I'm so grateful that I got over my embarrassment and filmed my kid. I don't don't know if I think I just might need to be done. But Katie said, my 4-year-old always would say bimbits for minutes, but last week he said minutes, and I was equally proud and broken. See what?
I mean Katie.
Oh, you want to see what Katie said?
Yeah.
Katie said that her 4-year-old says bimbits instead of minutes. Can you say bimbits?
No. I can say bimbits.
Good job. Heather said, and
Wait, can I see what Katie said?
well, this is Heather. Heather said that her son says noo instead of noodles, and BB for bottle. What do you guys say for bottle?
Drink water.
What do you say for bottle?
Baba.
Baba, yeah. 24 years later, I still say news. That's so
Oh,
cute.
wait, this one called.
That is Jasper. All right, it's getting hectic. I'm gonna go. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.